Let's see what are the incident management roles. Incident management restores service as quickly as possible by using a first responder team that is equipped with automation and well-defined runbooks. The incident management team members define the incident process and build a tool chain that implements startups across the organization. Incident management roles include the first responder, incident commander, subject matter expert, and site reliability engineer. What are the roles and responsibilities of each of those roles? Let's see. First responder. The first responder solves the problems by using runbooks and working with subject matter experts. This role has uh, different responsibilities. Number one, receives alerts through collaboration tools, researches to determine the nature of the problem, evaluates and adjusts the urgency and priority of the problem if needed, contacts and communicates with the incident commander when a major incident occurs, reviews known issues to determine whether the problem is a known issue, tries to resolve the issue by using the prescribed runbooks, collaboration with SMEs or both, gains concurrence from the customer when the incident is resolved. Who is incident commander? Let's see. And what are his responsibilities? The incident commander manages the investigation, communication, and resolution of major incidents. This role has the responsibilities as below. Number one, receives incident information and collaborate with SMEs to restore service as fast as possible. Updates key stakeholders with status and expected resolution times. Seeks a senior leadership support and endorsement if needed. Interfaces and works with vendors to isolate problems and drive resolution. Keeping stakeholders up to date with the status of an incident is a key responsibility of the incident manager. Who is a subject matter expert and what's his role in the incident management? Let's see. SMEs apply the deep technical skills that are needed to resolve application issues. Their skills support either specialized application expertise or a specific technical field or domain such as database administration. An SME has these responsibilities. Number one, investigates a problem by using monitoring tools to get more details. 2. Inspect logs. 3. Test and verifies issues. 4. Recommends fixes if instruction is missing from the first responder or fixes the problem. Number 5. Proposes changes if they are needed and requests change management. Number 6. Implement change. And number 7. Provides data for the site reliability engineer. Review SME use their skills to resolve problems as quickly as possible. Who is site reliability engineer or SRE? An SRE takes operational responsibility for supporting applications and services that run on a global scale in the cloud by using a highly automated service management approach. The SRE pays attention to removing toil, which is repetitive manual labor that doesn't add real value to a project. A site reliability engineer spends approximately 50% of his or her working time on engineering project improvements. Fundamentally, the role is a combination of software engineering and operations design. Now let's see what are the project management roles project management roles in problem management. Problem management aims to resolve the root cause of an incident to minimize its adverse impact and prevent recurrence. The problem owner and problem analyst ensure that problems are fixed and not repeated. Who is the problem owner? The problem owner oversees the handling of a problem and is responsible to bringing it to closure. As needed, this role enlists the help of analysts and specialists. The problem owner is essentially the same role as a traditional IT role. However, the tools that those roles use to identify and solve the problem ultimately provide a root cause analysis are different. Typically, the problem owner has a strong personal interest in the resolution. Who is a problem analyst? Problem analyst discovers incident trends, identifies problems, and determines the root cause of a problem. They are subject matter experts in one or more areas. This role is radically different from traditional IT because business analytics, run books, and cognitive techniques play a major role. However, human supervision and creative thinking are still important in this role. What are change management roles? The purpose of change management is to successfully introduce change to an IT system or environment. The roles that are associated with change management are change owner, change manager, and change implementer. The change owner is the person who requests the change. The change owner has following responsibilities. Number one, raises the change within the change management tool. Number two, create the business case that justifies the change. Number three, sets the priority. Number four, determines the urgency. Input from change owner is used to rank the change against all other work that DevOps squads does. Who is change manager? Change manager completes the preliminary assessment of a change record to ensure that it contains correct information. The information includes an accurate description, correct classification, and correct change type of standard, normal, or an emergency. Before the change is implemented, change manager verifies that all the authorizations are obtained. After implementation, this role reviews the change to ensure accuracy and quality. Who is change implementer? This role implements change. Typically, change implementer is a subject matter expert or an engineer or any person who does this whatever change is required or who implements the change. Maybe even a site reliability engineer can also do the same things. What are the other possible roles in agile project management? Let's see. One, architect. In projects that have experienced developers and strong anchor developers, those roles provide just-in-time architecture. The use of just-in-time architecture is typically for greenfield projects, which are not imposed by pre-existing architecture. However, if enough complexity exists, you need an architect who is separate from developers so that development work isn't impacted. You might need an architect if a project is integrating to existing systems by using a wide range of services, security, or movement of data, or you are coordinating with many other technical teams. The architect works closely with the anchor developers across squads. This role also works with other architects to ensure the architectural consistency across the offering portfolio. The architect creates only the architectural designs, diagrams, and documents that are actively used by the squads to guide their development. As in all the roles, the focus must be on communication and collaboration that is effective for the squads. Who is a project manager? Tracking within the squad's day-to-day work is done through user stories and tracking software, but often dependencies exist on groups outside the squad. Project manager do a wide variety of tasks. Number one, procure software to coordinate dependencies on system, exposing APIs. Number three, report summaries beyond the tracking software. Number four, manage issues. Five, coordinate integration with third parties. If the dependencies are minimal, the project manager, anchor developer, or both might handle the project management tasks. However, if those roles spend too much time on project management tasks, the project manager is likely needed. Ideally, the project manager has experience with agile teams and understands agile processes and tracking. Who is user researcher? The user researcher validates all the aspects of a design with real users. Sometimes the UX leader fulfills this role. However, where more extensive user research is part of this project, include a user research expert as part of the team. The user researcher has these responsibilities. Number one, completes the initial research of users and their world to build personas, empathy maps, and scenario maps. Number two, validates the problem statement and MVP with real users. Number three, plans and conducts usability tests throughout the project to get real world feedback on all the ideas.